fitbod.me/official. Pick up the pace on your fitness journey with Fitbod today, and your future self will thank you. Get 25% off of your membership at fitbod.me/official. That's fitbod.me/ what is it, Jackson?
Official.
Yay!
That's us.
That's us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fitbod.
Thank you, Fitbod. By the way, that's a very nice yearly plan. That's half off. $60 instead of 120. You should get the yearly plan. Better than playing some of these games, if I do say so myself.
What is the worst game you've played in recent memory, Ackman? Is it
I want to know that
Cyberpunk?
too.
Cyberpunk, probably the worst as far as like technical or like, you got me on one of those moods now. Oh, the worst, the worst of the worst.
We brought it down.
Flashbacks.
I had planned to do a video on this old game called 50 Cent Bulletproof.
Oh, classic.
It's
one of the best games
basically
ever.
50 Cent trying to be like, oh, I want to make a Grand Theft Auto game in 2005. That shit is fucking terrible. That shit is so bad.
Well, let's not say anything that we're going to regret here. It's,
It's a classic.
It leaves a little to be desired.
Wait, you guys
was
liked
flawless.
it? Was that a
Ackman,
fun?
can I make a suggestion, a small suggestion? Instead of playing that one, play the sequel, Blood on the Sand, where he goes to Afghanistan to kill terrorists.
No,
That game is unironically hilarious. It's amazing.
Actually, 50 Cent Bulletproof, it's actually fun. Like, the cutscenes are funny because they have Eminem as this corrupt cop and, like, Dr. Dre. You guys are, like, familiar with this? I'm actually shocked.
I played the whole game.
Did you only just find out about it or something?
No,
It was super
I always
popular,
knew
right?
about it, but I just never, like, jumped in and played it.
Did you
man,
did you
it's so
unlock
good.
the swear packs? That's the best part of the game.
No, I've been saving up my cash to buy some music videos that I can watch.
You gotta buy.
in
It might
360p.
only. I don't remember if it's in the first one, but in the second one, there's literal like you can change the dialogue 50 Cent says while he's killing people, and they have different ratings for like vulgarity and violence and anger. So like his initial quips will be like, "Yeah, take that. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, shot him up." But then you can like buy money to upgrade it. So he's like, "Fuck you, man. Go fuck yourself." It's the best. Those games are awesome.
Okay, so I will say I love the cutscenes, but the gameplay is trash. So that and Cyberpunk, 50 Cent, Bulletproof, and Cyberpunk, yeah, those two.
Why did you invite this guy on,
50
Charlie?
Yeah, what
That
the
was a
fuck?
little- I didn't expect that. I didn't know you.
50 Cent was like the Half-Life
I
of the
love
2000s.
it. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it.
The gameplay was innovative.
There, now we can all agree, and we don't have to disagree about video games. Okay.
Yeah, that
Do you want
ends
to come up with a new
friendships.
answer that's less offensive?
Okay, contrarian.
You guys, I didn't realize it was such a thriving community. 50 Cent Bulletproof fans. They're everywhere.
We talk about that every chance we get.
Look,
really.
we just want you to come up with an answer that we'll all agree with. Come on.
50 Cent Bulletproof was an amazing, innovative game.
Yeah, it was.
Now you can
That's
cut the
what I
rest
like to
out
hear.
so everyone can see that I fit in with the group.
Well,
what
I
about
don't
you
think any
guys?
of us
Worst
disagree
game?
with Cyberpunk. Your opinion is completely correct on that.
Yeah.
Do you
Your
do you
original
at least
opinion on
appreciate
Cyberpunk being
games?
the worst game ever.
Do you at least appreciate them, Ackman, for being fun bad? I mean, I think there's something to be said about a game where you have 50 Cent and one of his like rap posse driving a Humvee, and one of them goes, "Yo, hit that ramp, Fitty," and he has to like do an explosive cutscene of them driving over a ramp in the Humvee.
No, I love that shit. There's a scene in 50 Cent Bulletproof where like Eminem he's talking to 50 in his apartment and he's telling him, I don't know, like he's got to go kill this guy. And like as he's walking out, Eminem's just like, "Oh, and by the way, you're out of orange juice." Just like that's his last line. It's like, what the fuck?
So good.
They're so
It had
fun.
deeper narrative meaning. You just didn't get it.
It sounds like something out of Resident Evil 8.
And by the way, you're out
does,
of
yeah.
orange juice.
It's so good, man.
God, yeah.
I hope they remaster it.
Yeah, hopefully they'll bring that for the PS5.
Yeah, haptic feedback and shit.
Oh, PlayStation 6 launch
Ray
title,
tracing.
baby.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Oh, what about
Oh, well.
you guys? Worst games you guys have played?
In recent memory, I think the worst game I've played is, and I'm just going like right off of gut feeling, off the mark, is probably Watch Dogs Legion. I've never played a game that boring in like recent memory.
Mm.
It's impressive because the gameplay systems behind the game was pretty, like, I would say impressive and innovative. How they, like, you could play as anyone in the world and they all had different, like, narratives and abilities and such. How you take that system and put it in the most boring fucking world and with the most fucking banal, like, story, narrative, and just core gameplay loop, it's incredible. Like, you made something innovative, but it's still a piece of shit. I don't understand how that happens. It was such a bad game. So bad. Awful.
Okay,
And
as long as you
Valhalla
guys all
wasn't much
agree
better.
and have the exact same opinion, I'm fine with this.
Oh, wait, did you like it?
I actually didn't. I didn't play Watch Dogs Legion,
Oh, okay.
Nice,
but I
good
didn't
call.
like it. I did not like it at all.
Good. Okay, cool.
Good.
What about you,
Yeah.
Andrew? I'm curious what your answer is.
I can't shut the fuck up about it, but Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Oh.
I've never been more disappointed and upset over a game in my life. I've never had a more like let down of an experience.
Aw.
Just,
But did you really expect better from Pokemon at this point? I don't know how long you've been playing them, but it's all been kind of.
Yeah, I knew what I was getting into, but at the same time, I still expected they'd like make some interesting changes. But even everything they added and changed was just awful. It's the only game I've ever played where I felt personally belittled as a fucking player. Like, it was such a miserable game from start to finish.
Do you like all the unskippable dialogue?
Oh, my favorite is how the animations don't even exist. So you'll have a PlayStation 1 game where, let's say it's a Spider-Man game, and Spider-Man will be like, I need to shoot my web shooter at that panel. And they'll show a cutscene of him sticking his arm out, and the web comes out, and it hits the panel. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, you'll have a trainer walking out and go, Score Bunny, use Ember. And the screen will fade to black, and the text will say, Score Bunny used Ember. It was great. And then it'll fade back up. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing.
For the most profitable intellectual property in the known universe.
Yep.
They can't get animations. Okay.
There's
Pokemon
no excuse.
Sword and Shield.
No excuse. I've ranted and raved on stream and on the podcast and everywhere, but it is still to this day the worst game I've ever played, both for sentimental reasons and for I think they're shitty games. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to say what, like, the worst game is, because there's answers like Ride to Hell, Retribution, and Big Rigs and stuff like that, which are objectively, obviously, really fucking bad. But then I don't get much like I don't feel bad about them sentimentally, like Andrew just said. Like, so it doesn't impact me that much. So it's hard to really know what the worst, like, what my worst game is, I guess.
Mine
So,
is
like,
go ahead.
the reason I chose Watch Dogs, there's absolutely worse games out there, but the one that jumps into my head is that game just because of how offensively boring it was. Like, there's another game, Fast and Furious Crossroads, that came out like 8 months ago. That game is probably one of the worst modern games of the last decade, but I fucking loved it. Like, it's so goofily fun bad. Like, you ride a fucking missile at the end of the game where Vin Diesel's surfing a missile into a river. It's fun bad. But it is objectively a much worse game than Watch Dogs.
There's something to be said about like fun bad games. Like when Ride to Hell Retribution came out, I had like a boner for every video that was just shitting on the game and like watching the cutscenes and seeing how bad they are. And
it was a fun time.
Yeah. Simple times back then.
Yeah.
We can limit it to 2021, I guess, like stuff we played in this year.
I don't even know what's come out this year.
I also don't really
Not
know
come
what's
out what
coming
you've
this
played. Like, if I had to only limit it to games that I've played this year, for me, it would be Tell Me Why. It was absolutely miserable.
Surprising.
And much like Andrew, it's
believe
the
it.
one game I go on and on about because it's just that fucking bad, but it's not even fun bad. You can't even make fun of it. It's just depressing bad.
Oh, that's just boring bad.
Nothing's
dude,
worse
like-
than boring bad.
I don't want to rehash myself, but like Ant-Man, the Act-Man, sorry.
the Marvel
I'm known
superhero.
to go by Ant-Man as well.
I apologize. Your superpower in the game is misremembering stuff. That's it. You remember stuff that is wrong. And turns out that when you finish the game, the whole game hinges on this one idea that your mom tried to kill you because you're trans. And turns out at the end that you were wrong about that, actually. You just misremembered. Your mom wasn't trying to kill you. That's the end of that game.
No
I'm
way.
serious. That's how it fucking ends. It's your character is standing on a dock going, Mom wasn't trying to kill me. Oh, that's right. She was trying to protect me. It's like, really?
How do you get that? How do you misremember something to that degree? Like, wait,
That's the superpower.
holy shit.
Her superpower is
Charlie,
amnesia.
you genuinely have to play these Don't Not games, man. They're so piss poorly written and just everything. I don't know what it is about the French. Like, Don't Not is a French studio. Quantic Dreams is a French thing. Like, why do they do this to us, to the rest of us? Is this like a Cold War? I don't know why they torture us with this bad writing. But
It
the
sounds like a
entire
lot of
game.
fun to laugh at, though, if that's the ending.
No,
I'm
no.
laughing at it just that you're retelling it. Or although it could be a lot less funny than,
No, but like,
be more
if you're gonna play any
infuriating.
Don't Not game, trust my judgment. Play Life is Strange and only stick to the main series. Do not play the spin-offs like Tell Me Why. They are genuinely so fucking bad and whatever.
Isn't Ubisoft a French company as well?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Maybe the French just suck at making video games.
There you go.
You said it, not us. Jackson doesn't like the French, I guess.
get
Not
'em.
their video games, at least.
I'll see it. I
Isn't
don't like them.
Pokemon also French? Wait, no, Sword and Shield
What?
is set in like France, right? Or is it the UK?
Yeah, it's
Is
the
it?
UK.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was one of the two. Close enough.
Do you guys think
Close-
Halo
the
Infinite's
closer
going to be any
proximity to
good?
France. Huh?
Do you guys think Halo Infinite's going to be any good after the 12 years in development?
It'll never come out. I don't think that game. I think is never
It
going to
has
see
to
the
come.
light
It
of
has
day.
to come out.
Really?
It has to come out.
I just don't believe
Yeah.
it. No, they've lost 4 creative directors now or something, right? They just they keep
It's-
losing all their senior staff. They hate
Even
working
so,
on
though,
it.
they have to
It's
make
coming
some
out.
money off of it. So even if it's
Yeah.
a mess,
Yeah,
they're still going to
I
release
guess.
it.
Yeah.
Did you
I
guys?
don't think it's gonna be good. That's what my answer was going to be. Actman, by the way, was Halo 5 because it single-handedly like killed Halo for me.
Oh,
Damn.
So
yeah, well, that's also a good
that
one.
was like,
It was
that was
interesting.
sentimental value.
I don't know if you guys saw kind of like the brand deals around Halo Infinite, like back in November, but I actually got sponsored by. Oh shit! I can't really say that on here because you guys. Okay, sorry.
We can edit
Take
that
it
out.
out.
Okay,
Yeah, no, yeah.
Wait,
sorry, I
Go
didn't know
bleep
if that
it.
was
Wait,
like it. But I was just gonna say that they had all these brand deals for like Halo Infinite, and they must have made that decision to like delay it like really close because all those brand deals like they still went through, like a tie-in with a game that comes out in a year, and I'm like sponsored by this product now. It's like okay,
Yeah,
Shit,
I
like,
think
very
what
interesting.
happened is they might have had the game like in an almost ready to ship state, but then they showed what that state looked like, and everyone fucking hated it. Where none of the textures were done, everything looked like shit. Like when they did that presentation, it became a huge meme with the brute that looks like a fucking claymation. And I think at that point, due to the backlash, they pushed it even further.
it was. Yeah, I mean, I think it was fairly obvious that it was intended to not be delayed. Obviously, like that delay came from fan reaction, I think,
Yeah.
and that's based solely on like it was meant to be an Xbox Series X launch game, and it was plastered all over the boxes and stuff. The promo material, like that. They needed that for the launch window, and then I don't know how fucking 343 is so poorly managed. Like they can't do anything. It sucks.
343 is like one of the worst developers right there with Game Freak. I don't
Are they
understand
French?
how you can be. I have no idea, but it's sad. It's fucking sad, is what it is, man.
Yeah.
I don't
get
get
it.
It's not even like a lack of talent. I think it's a lack of leadership. It's absolutely
Yeah,
like
no, it's the
higher-ups.
management. It's the management. It's the people running the studio that they need to clear house and get rid of those people and put people that are actually competent up there.
Yeah.
Because every game, what's also surprised me is they've only made Halo 4, 5, and now Infinite. All the other games like Halo Wars, as well as the like twin stick shooters and stuff, those have all been fairly well received, but they've also been completely outsourced to other developers. So the only good Halo games recently have pretty much just been from outsourced developers, like not even 343. I don't get
They
it.
did a pretty
They
good
have
job
not
with
made a
like
good
making MCC better, but like I had
It
a
was
tweet about
awful
that. But
on release.
yeah, I'd
Well,
say
continue,
they're
sorry.
on the right track. Like delaying Infinite was definitely the right move. I mean, we just got Cyberpunk, so I'm like, fucking take your time, guys. Take your time.
Yeah, we talked about that last
I
week,
agree.
where these studios, they take advantage of the early access stuff, and they've gotten so comfortable with releasing games that aren't done yet. But still, I hear you guys, and I believe you, your lived experiences, and I see your 343 and Nintendo, but I still raise you don't nod. I mean, dude, like, if you decide to play any of those games, by the way, and tell me why. Let's say you played Actman, and you decide, you know what, I'm gonna make use of my Second Amendment rights. Goddammit, I'm gonna buy a gun, and this game has depressed me so much, I'm gonna point it at my temple and pull the trigger. When you finish that game, after the credits, it gives you a number to a suicide hotline. So at least they are self-aware enough to tell you, hey, don't kill yourself because you just played a Don't Not game.
Don't worry, the sequels are not in development.
I think that's the fucking
We're
message.
shutting our doors.
Whatever.
No. The message, of course, the message is not this game is so bad. Here's a suicide hotline number.
That's the message I fucking
idiot.
got. And at the beginning, it's like, so the whole game is about like transphobia and issues and shit. And they, at the beginning, very proudly flash, in the making of this game, no trans people were hurt. And also, we consulted a trans activist or trans advocate or something. It's like, who? Like, was it just Ben Shapiro in a wig that's like trolling you guys? Because this is the worst fucking representation of trans people. You made them look like complete shitheels.
What game
The
is
main
this?
character's a douche. Tell me why. Oh god, now I'm
Tell
plugging
me.
it. Now
Oh.
people might buy it. Don't buy it, please.
Okay.
Watch someone else's
Well, it sounds like
playthrough.
you want people to experience. I'm
Yeah, I
confused.
can't tell.
What's
It's
your goal
not.
here?
You're
No.
like branching into wanting them to do it. Like, oh, don't
No,
play it.
I'm-
I'm telling you, haha.
Kaya, so
Damn it.
I've
Tell me
known
why, just
Kaya
tell me
a
why.
long time. Kaya loves this fucking series. He plays every
No,
goddamn
no,
Life
that
is
is
Strange.
I
slander.
love it. He's embarrassed. He's embarrassed about loving it.
That is slander,
Look at
and you
Kaya
will be
loving-
hearing from my legal team,
Tell me
Charlie.
why.
I like Life is Strange. I don't like the spin-offs, okay? Distinction matters. Life is Strange is fun bad. Tell me why it's just bad.
So fun bad and don't not games, right? Those are the terms. Fun bad, don't not.
Yes, I mean,
Don't nod.
Don't Nod is
Don't-
what I think they're called. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Don't Not is a studio. They make bad games and they make fun bad games. Tell me
Oh,
why
I
it's
thought
not
you
a
were
fun
saying
bad
like
game.
you don't not like.
Oh,
don't
no, that's not like my
like,
catchphrase.
Don't play this, not play this. Like,
No, that's not my catchphrase. Sorry.
oh yeah, don't nod. Gotcha.
I apologize.
Ironic,
for the
ironic
misunderstanding.
name.
We can wrap up here.
Okay.
Unless
On
there's
that
anything
note.
you wanted to bring to the table, Ackman, now's your chance.
Ooh, oh. I mean, we kind of talked about some video game stuff. No, I
You
mean,
don't have to if you don't.
No pressure.
no pressure. Okay.
I'll tell you something. Quick.
YouTube.
Yeah, how about that shit, huh, guys?
Yeah. You guys watch that
That's
thing?
a website.
Oh yeah, I haven't missed any of that shit.
Oh yeah. Is there any hot, spicy drama going on?
I don't know.
The EDP was the big drama for the year. I think. I don't think anything's gonna get close to that.
Everyone